Hello everyone. In today's presentation, we would see how injunctions orders are enforced, how violations are handled with reference to the Civil Procedure Code and landmark judgments. Even after getting the injunction order in favor of the aggrieved party does not get the relief because injunction decrees requires compliance with conduct. Injunction order do not automatically provide relief to the aggrieved party as these orders need to be enforced through execution petition filed before the court of law. Order 21, Rule 32 of the Civil Procedure Code provides the mechanism for enforcing decrees for specific performance or injunction whenever a party willfully disobeys an injunction decree. Now we would discuss about the procedure which need to be followed for execution of an injunction order. The decree holder, that means the plaintiff who has got the injunction order in his favor, would file an application in the court that passed the original decree or the court to which it has been transferred for execution. The application should specify the exact nature of disobedience or breach of injunction order by the judgment debtor. Based on the facts of the case mentioned in the application, the executing court will issue a notice to the judgment debtor to appear and show cause why the order should not be enforced. The court conducts an inquiry to determine if the disobedience was willful and if the debtor had a proper opportunity to obey the decree. If the court is satisfied that the judgment debtor had willfully disobeyed the injunction, the court can issue direction for the enforcement and may also appoint someone to monitor the compliance. There are various modes of execution which are available to the court for enforcing an injunction decree. First option is that the court may order the attachment of judgment debtor's property. Second option could be where the judgment debtor may be detained in civil prison for a term not exceeding 3 months. Third, both attachment and detention can be ordered. Fourth, the court may order performance through a third party. The objective of execution is not to give punishment but to secure obedience to the court order. There are certain key considerations which are taken into account while enforcing an injunction order. First one is willful disobedience by the judgment debtor. The willful disobedience is a crucial element for imposing penal measures like attachment, arrest, etc., provided it is proved that disobedience was intentional and deliberate, not just accidental. The attachment of the property to enforce an injunction cannot remain in force for more than 1 year. If the disobedience continues, the attachment property may be sold after 6 months and the proceeds can be used to compensate the injured party. In certain cases, contempt jurisdictions may also apply. With regard to the enforcement proceedings, there is one landmark judgment by Supreme Court in Kanwar Singh Saini versus High Court of Delhi in 2012, wherein Supreme Court clarified the distinction between civil and criminal contempt, ruling that once a civil suit is decreed, breach of an undertaking given during the suit merges into a decree and the enforcement must be through an execution, Order 21, Rule 32 of the CPC, not through the contempt proceedings, unless it is a deliberate breach of an injunction during pendency. In case of an enforcement of a temporary injunction during the pendency of the suit, Order 39, Rule 2A of the CPC comes handy. It applies during the pendency of the suit and it acts as a deterrent to ensure interim order given by the courts are not violated during trial. It provides attachment of the property or civil imprisonment up to 3 months as a punishment for the breach of the injunction order. There is an important landmark case with respect to the violation of injunction where Supreme Court has emphasized the authority of the court order. In case Taiba Bhai versus Hinds Rubber Industries in 1997, Supreme Court laid that a court interim order is valid and must be obeyed until set aside, even if it is found later that court lacks the overall jurisdiction over the suit. Even after an injunction order is granted, the enforcement of the injunction order is not smooth. It may face certain challenges like delay, resistance, or misuse of stay by the judgment debtor. In order to facilitate the smooth enforcement, the injunction order may be drafted clearly by the court. Further, the plaintiff may seek immediate execution of the injunction order. Third, the compliance of the injunction order may be documented properly. To conclude, we can say that injunction protects the right of the plaintiff. However, it is the execution that ensures the enforcement of injunction order. This series would be continued further to explain important aspects of injunction. This would be helpful to all the individuals, including professional in legal fields. Do continue to watch our series and share your feedback by way of comment. If found helpful, please like and share as much as possible and subscribe.